I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Seahawks going up against the Buccaneers.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. First and 10, it's Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. To return, it's DeAndre Washington. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on first down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. That goes for a gain of 31. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. On second down, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say... And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Garoppolo. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd down following the run. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They run the counter now on first down. And some room to work. And he is knocked down from the side. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? That's what you need for a good counter. You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. So it'll be first down here after the run. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A swing pass caught. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Foster. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Quick hitch, complete. It's Ingram. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 2nd down, Johnson tried to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. We've got a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Detroit!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ingram. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Garoppolo on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll him for his 11th sack of the year. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Need something in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 3rd and long. It's Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Play clock winding down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. A second down carry for Procise. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Wilson got some real estate inside the 30, and he's got the hook up with Anthony Fasano. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On first down, Garoppolo. And nearly picked off. Amazing to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Snap comes at one. Garoppolo throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. Early lead in that one for the Packers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And some room to roam now. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
19.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Wilson on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Frank's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now, first down throw. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Steelers, they're out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Seahawks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Wilson will throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on second down. Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Third and long, it's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Steelers, they're out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Right.
Johnson running right. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Foster. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They give to Johnson going right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Go to Johnson again. And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. Amara Darboh, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Wilson now to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 33. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Fights through and now a crease. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. The play clock's running down. The first down carry here for Johnson. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. Play clock winding down. Again, it's Johnson. They find some open field here. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Shift together here from the D-line. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Michael Bannon, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This from 44 yards away. And Parkey not able to convert. This is no good. Wide to the left. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Matt Bosher now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Time running out here on the play clock. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But we stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now they try the right side here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Now let's go. Over. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Check. Crunch. Detroit.
And the play clock's running down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Foster. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And the Packers adding to their totals there and their lead. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. As they run the counter play. Nice footwork at the 25. And he's brought down after a good gain. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll give it here to his running back. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That's it, baby.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The battle in the trenches, never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now they try the right side here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The offense on third down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Frank's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one there. It's his 3rd field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Now let's go. Control Leopard.
Garoppolo to throw. Evans has it left side. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they will take a knee here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 8. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
you